Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Raffles podcast. I'm Ilaria, and today our mission is to make things uncomfortable.
Fantastic.
Federico is our guest, great leader in design. So, welcome, Federico, to our podcast.
I will tell you later if it's so nice to be here, but it looks like it's going to be challenging. Yeah.
Yes. So, they said great ideas happen outside the comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
So, today we will take you there.
Yo.
Are you ready?
Can't wait.
Okay, we can start with our easiest questions, so uncomfortable questions. The first one is, if design disappears into behavior, how does your creative ego survive when no one notices your work?
It's a good question. Luckily, I just answered that many years ago. So I always work behind the curtain. So luckily, I'm not a guy who wants to see his name on the product. The product should speak for themselves. The quote that you're mentioning is a quote that I love about design, is that the best design is the one that is solving to behavior. So the designer is just the one that brings that to people. So not necessarily want to see my name there, not even the one on my team, even if I have a fantastic team. So there are different generations of designers, different kind of designers, but luckily I'm not on the ego side of the story. It makes me happy to see how people react to my product. And I'm also a collectionist of products that are designed by anonymous person. There was also a Compasso d'Oro years ago given to the non-anonymous product, because I believe the one that doesn't require a name to be meaningful are the best one, the best design.
Yes, it's true. It's true. So after designing the future, like you did for Frog or Continuum, do you miss building bold gadgets instead of optimizing eco-cycles?
A bit I miss. What I miss is not only the gadget, but the relationship that you have when you're working as a consultant. So you work with many different industry and many different kind of gadgets sometimes.
And toys.
And toys, exactly. And actually I started as a toy designer, designing an house for Barbie was my first project. I miss this kind of naive approach in a way. And what we are designing today are just boxes. You will see beautiful boxes that you can open, but of course is a really I say narrow some of the area in which we work. I do miss that.
It's a little bit different. I mean, now.
Yeah, it's a bit different in a way, but it's or maybe it's challenging, but you can find also the way to make it exciting. Okay. Our new frontier are not the interior of the product, are the way you used to interact with the product, are not just the boundaries or the boxes that we design, actually. And then you always work with people. Mm-hmm. So the beautiful part of being a designer is like you don't start from the product, you start from people, and the people keep on surprising you, right? It's pretty fascinating. If you go in China, in the door of the refrigerator, you don't have even the bottles because they don't like cold drinks. Okay. So every time you design something, you discover from people things that are pretty exciting. So,
and there are
maybe people are more inspiring than gadget.
Yes.
Definitely.
Is there a product so ugly that it feels impossible to make it truly attractive?
Among the one that we are designing, or in general. Let's don't tell anyone, but let's start with the idea that all the appliances tend to be kind of ugly in a way. We were telling before there is no one that bring into his house, tell you, oh, have you seen my new refrigerator? Have you seen my new washing machine? So it's not object of desire what we are designing, home appliances in general. It's not a matter of being ugly, it's a matter that they're really functional. Plus, there is a thing that is really intriguing, that if you change something, people don't like it anymore. We are spending 2 or 3 projects to removing, for instance, knob from washing machine. But if you do that, half of the people I don't know how to use it. So this product have using your word to remain ugly or to remain familiar, because they're so connected, deeply connected with our habits and what we are doing every day, that if you just change that, you just mess up with your daily routine, and you don't want to do that. Are just tools that help you to do something else. So welcome if they are ugly. It's important that you can focus on the more important things of your life. Yeah.
When were you closest to giving up on design thinking, and what stopped you?
Not sure. It basically, it's happen every day and it never happen every day. So I'm truly passionate about what I'm doing. I work with a fantastic team that keep my passion alive. Design thinking in particular has been helpful for all the design community to have a relevant place around the table to talk with the CEO of the organization. So let's say the design thinking is not anymore a thing, or maybe it's never been a thing in the sense that the design thinking was mixing together consumer understanding and business value. I never refused this idea, so I think luckily and some people recognize that I have this kind of ability. I keep on remaining passionate about what I'm doing. If I had to think about a moment that was really frustrating, I cannot mention one in particular. So in general, the work of designer can be a bit frustrating in the sense that you have always, as Massimo Vignelli used to say, fight against ugliness, and always to balance different kind of point of view, brand people, marketing people, and consumer. So there is always a moment of friction and moments of balance that you have to find it. So, but because we are so purpose driven, I never have, luckily, this kind of moment of just to leave everything. But I have a plan. I have a plan for 10 years from now, when I'll be 60 or 70s. I want to only work with my hand and work with wood. That's my dream is to return back to a part in Italy, in the south of Italy, and just be a carpenter. That is, nice. When I will give up everything, I will still designing something with a piece of wood.
Yeah.
That's be
Why Sud? Because you're from Sud Italy.
I'm from half, but my grandparents were from the south Italy, from Puglia. And when I go there, I feel a different atmosphere at all, right? Yeah.
I can understand you.
You are from there, right?
My father is from Puglia too.
From Puglia, fantastic. Yeah, then there is the great escape is Puglia. Yeah, yes. Let's everybody meet there in 20 years from now. Yeah, fantastic.
Are there some ugly or useless details or technologies that you still include because the market wants it?
There is a long list. How much time do we have now? We have there are a lot of details that are still there, unfortunately, or they have to be there because in every market, in home appliances, is always a feature list that is make the difference. So there is a comparison between this product and this product and that. Some elements are getting outdated, but it's tricky to remove them. I make an example. Why the oven should tell you which kind of time it is? Who cares? I have everything that tells me the time. So I want to see this time that sometimes is blinking and is just tell you the wrong time, or tell you that you are not even setting up the timing there. In some oven we still have it, not everywhere, but is an art, the one of removing things. So there is a redundancy of feature. But some things are getting really, really outdated. Like, do we need a watch in our oven? I don't think so. But it will be surprising for you to see how many people are really conservative with home appliances. We mentioned before about the knob. If you remove the knob, for some people they don't buy the machine. They don't use the machine. There is a law that I love a lot. Is almost 50 years old, or even more. It's called Maya, Most Advanced Yet Perceptible. It's from Raymond Levy, one of the most famous designers. The one who designed the Coca-Cola bottle, for instance, or designed the Shell logo and these kind of things. So he used to say that the product have to be most advanced, yet perceptible. So people are really reluctant to adopt new things, especially in home appliances. So home appliances tend to have a lot of elements also that were meaningful 10 years ago, but some people are so nostalgic or so connected with them that we need to keep them. It's the nature of our business, especially we are not even in consumer electronic, not necessarily beside television. So is the nature of the beast, as you say in English. We have to compensate that.
Okay. Yeah. To find some...
Right. Do you have any element that you don't like in your home appliances that you will get rid of?
Actually, we have a new fridge, but the door, it's opening in the wrong way.
Okay.
So we have to open it where the door of the kitchen is, and difficult to do it.
Does it impact your diet or your habits? Yeah, a bit. I can imagine.
Impact
You drink less now. Yeah, no.
Impact the opening of the fridge. Yes. And I told also my mom to change the washing machine.
Why that?
Because it's old.
It's
but
old.
it's
okay. But she is okay with that, right? She's not with changing, with keeping, I guess.
No. She's still using this one. I don't remember which kind of brand it is. But I told maybe it's time to change it because it's old. But she told to me no, because
you see that is a generational and the things that I was mentioning before is really if it's working, why you have to update it?
Yes.
People don't want that. Some people are really reluctant to change their habits, or like older people like me are getting more reluctant to change their habits. And because our appliances go in every home with many different kind of people, from 20 years old to 17 years old, we have to balance a lot of these things. So yeah.
And now the things also are more innovative than before.
In a way they are moving faster, but technologies move faster than people behavior, so we have to accompany them to the change. If not, we lose them.
Yes, it's true.
And we don't make their life easier. That is what we are supposed to do, right?
Yes.
Again, your life is more important than stay in front of our machine. Our machine is for you to have a better life, or a tool for make people to shine in front of other people. You make nice food because you have guests at home. So what is important is your dinner with the guest. It's not the oven. The oven is just in the middle of this thing.
Of course not.
So, we shouldn't take our appliances, even if we design that, we should not take them too seriously. They are just tools for people, their life, what they're doing, what they can do. If we simplify their life, that is more important than our machine.
Yes. Now we have 2 dangerous questions.
Ooh, okay.
So
this one was the easy part.
This was the
fantastic.
easy part.
Yeah. Beep, 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 beep.
Dun, dun,
There are only 2. Yeah, promise. It's only 2.
Yes, only 2.
Okay.
So, dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
So, what's a masterpiece you designed in your long career that turned into a flop you never talk about?
One of the things that I designed and loved the most, it was not really successful, but it was really meaningful because when I started my own company a few years ago, an office called Una Uno,
yes,
was a Moleskine agenda. And I love this. It was not particularly successful, but it was wonderful for me because it was an agenda like this. Can I?
Yes.
And because we were doing a research with students and they were writing like this, we start to have a layout that have an inclination. So it was easy to write here or to don't write on this edge because it was falling apart. So I think that was a beautiful project. It was a graphic project, even if I don't have a background in graphic. It reminded me when I started up these activities by my own. And Moleskine at the time was not even a huge company. But then it was presented like a turntable, so it was more connected with the idea of the turntable. So I think it was not a particular success, but it remained my favorite project because it was so simple, the solution, and so easy that, nice.
I know Moleskine actually.
You know Moleskine, right? Yeah. Not this agenda though, that anyway.
No, this agenda.
Now I can say that Eva is a collectible piece because there are only a few pieces out there. Yeah.
And
that is even stronger, right?
Yes. As a proud Milanese designer, you work for Chinese giants like Haier and before Midea.
Yeah.
How often have you said yes to aesthetics you dislike just to fit global markets?
It never happened. I mean, is when I have to say that something is not fitting right our consumer or market. We say that I say that, and my team is trained to say that. What you learn is like it doesn't exist. Is just the wrong language and the wrong product for the market, but aesthetic is something really cultural, really contextual. So if it's something that it works in a market, what I ask myself if this language resonates with this consumer. Some languages I don't like, but I understand why people like it, and then makes sense for me. So it's not only a matter of what myself and my team like it or not. It's a matter, does it say something to people or not? But in general, I believe that there are not so many ugly products anymore, not even only from higher, from other, the level of design is much more sophisticated in the past year. 30 years ago, you have the beautiful one and the ugly one. Today, everything is decent.
Okay.
And the way in which then that is a different kind of championship. Is between decency and excellence. But there is not a really bad product around. And again, the aesthetic is just follow the people desire and needs. So it's not what I like, it's what is needed. In general, luckily, and that's why we have an office in Milan, the elegance that we have and the taste that we have in Milan, in Italy, is really relevant. Imagine that in my team I have a part of the team that traditionally you can call it industrial design, but we call it sophisticated taste. So to sophisticate the taste.
Yes.
The taste is really hard to be learn or teach. Really hard to have an AI with taste. So you need a person who have taste. How you have taste is thanks to culture. But luckily in Italy we are surrounded by beautiful things, by a diversity of things. We have been conquered by everyone, so we have this kind of beauty. And we don't have a mono vision of aesthetic. And these things is something that give a really important meaning also to have an office in Italy, in Milan especially. You will see this week,
Yes.
I do the design week. So yeah, elegance and sophistication is what we are doing. I like to talk also about elegance. It's like elegance that you see at the first glance, when you see it the first time. I think we European, we Italian, we have a different sensibility on that. Recognized not only in my industry, but in all the industry. So these things is really one of the assets, and why we have different offices around the world, and why we have one in Milan. We also have one in Germany because also quality have to be established through the design team. So we try to take the best from the different offices, and I'm just lucky because I was born Italian. That's it.
Yes, of course. We have many culture that we have to learn about them. So I think taste, it's important.
Taste is really important.
Yes.
You should have a course of taste in Raffles. Maybe you already have it, but that is a frontier for education. It's like it's about having a taste and having a culture to understand and choosing
Different
what
cultures.
AI is doing
Yes.
it. So it's like our direction is going to explode, I believe, in the next year because you need to pick up the right things and mix them properly.
That's not easy.
That's not easy,
No.
right? And it takes time, luckily. So it's like, but if you are curious, if you go around, if you see many things, then you start to have your own vocabulary. And this one is create your own idea of taste. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Thank you.
okay. Finished.
We-
I think it was a third difficult question, but it was fantastic. I love this question.
Yes.
Actually, we should go around Bob in making really
Yes.
kind of a tricky question. But yeah. And by the way, are all the questions that I ask myself most of the
day.
time, right? So that's why I somehow invented an answer for that, for you and but also for myself. But
Nice.
thanks for reminding me that.
You survived the comfort zone, by the way.
I survived the comfort zone, right?
The
luckily. Uncomfort
uncomfortable
zone. Yeah.
zone. Yes.
Super. Thanks a lot
It
for
was
having
a
me.
pleasure to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
I
Thanks.
was so excited.
Same for me to have you all you here or today and
Thank
to
you.
have this beautiful chat with you and
Thank you.
and beginning of a great collaboration between us. Yeah, we need your help
We will do.
and your inspiration. Okay,
Thank you.
thanks a lot.
Thank
you.
Should I repeat something or?
Ogni tanto qua si tratta